Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 Succession Synergy. The Succession game I'm playing with Arumba. He will take over once my current king dies. I'm only 23, but things can happen surprisingly fast. We do have an excellent heir, which probably means he's going to die, because that's the way things go. Right now, I'm just waiting for the Lubin rebels to pop, which should happen at any time now. They have a very high unrest because of some decisions I made, and I just want to go and bop them, and then we will be declaring war probably on Yaka over here, which will then call in Kalundwe over here, and that should be really good for us. We don't have a ton of manpower, but we should have more than enough. And that'll put us in a great position to not have to worry about the Congo, who is now my rival. We do have a truce, but it's actually about to expire, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know if they'll attack us, but we'll have to see. Oh, right, our diplomat got expelled, and I bet you I could have been fabricating a few more claims, and I didn't, but that's okay. We do have a claim over here, and more importantly, we have a claim on the territory we're actually going to attack. We're not going to declare war on Kalundwe, because that would bring in the Congo. We're going to declare war on Yaka, so that way we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to save that slot for now, save a little bit of money. Our money situation is not terrible. Right now, we do have our maintenance full, because I'm waiting for these guys to pop. And I don't want to be standing in the territory, because I really want them to actually go and uprise. Because last thing I want to do, yeah, there's the truce. Last thing I want to do is have these guys pop up during the war itself. I do have extra force limit. So actually, I guess I will go and build our 6th cavalry over here, and that'll feel pretty good. And we still don't have a ton of manpower, and our money is going down right now. But I think ultimately it's better. Come on! I want to declare this war. Like, I'm really worried that, you know, our window or whatever is not great. We haven't finished coring everything yet. I guess that's true. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it on speed 4 for now. Yeah, the clergy is currently disloyal, and they don't have enough territory, but I can't give them anymore because we are Captain Influence. There's the revolt. Finally, thank you. At least you actually waited for the cavalry to pop. That was convenient. So we're attacking to the savannah without any river crossing, with superior numbers. What's their leader like? Not bad with the shock, actually. Shock's pretty important right now, but we should be able to stomp you pretty hard. Indeed, we do. And I think I'm going to stand here, let this get reinforced, and then probably do the war declaration and just go and bop these guys right away. So, yeah, I think financially I'm good. I'm assuming these guys will come in and defend. It's almost unheard of, unless these guys have ridiculous debt or rebels or something like that. It's almost unheard of for these guys to not join in the war. So we're going to be okay. Fortunately, we can't rival anyone other than the Congo. Power projection declines. But hey, at least we've got some power projection. I mean, that's something. We have no legitimacy. But that's alright. Our next guy has strong legitimacy and good stats. So again, he'll probably die because that's the nature of things. And alright, I think on September 1st I will declare war. Again, the same thing. That gives me maximum amount of time to actually engage these guys before their morale caps up. And I doubt the reinforcements will come in, and even if they do, it's not too bad. What's your maneuver? 0. Good. So I can attack here without the river crossing into flat territory. And boom. Well, I guess I could start by bopping these guys. Because these guys might not join the war literally on day 1, which might be a bit awkward. Okay, you know what? Well, hell, we'll get an extra reinforcement tick, so that's going to be okay. I'm going to wait until October the 1st, assuming we get here in time. And I'm actually going to bop the Yakan army first. Because they're going to be in war on day 1. It might take a couple of days for these guys to accept, which might mean that they can actually reinforce each other a little bit more, which I don't want. What's your leader? You've got 1 maneuver. I've got 2. Good. No river crossing. I don't think there'd be a river crossing anyway, but I suppose I could check. Doesn't really matter too much. No river crossing regardless, so there you go. So get in here, and yeah, okay, never mind. It's going to be November the 1st. Hopefully nothing else changes. And again, I'm looking to really take advantage of the timing on the morale sort of reinforcement ticks. Not that the AI sits at very low morale. They've got modifiers for that. So we're going to take Kumbana over here as our war goal, declare, and we'll go ahead and attack you right away. These guys have jumped in, but even if they do reinforce, it's going to be way too late because the 6th stack is going to be obliterated. And if we get really lucky, we might even stack wipe these guys, especially we don't have a combat penalty. We have the higher morale. What's our military tech? Level 4, level 5. Okay. So these guys don't even have the new infantry either. I guess one of the things, if I had actually gone with the higher morale pip army, there would have been an increased chance that actually we could stack wipe them on the basis that they might have run out of morale faster. I will be very concerned if someone else declared war and started sieging that. But I think the right thing to do right now is going to be to move out over to here and try to take out the 6K stack before everyone merges up. Now, you actually retreated there. Interesting. I mean, you have no base morale, so you're not going to be able to assist in any meaningful way whatsoever. Quill 1 embarrasses the court. Randomly lose 1 stability. So it brings us down to +2, which is a shame, but that's okay. We're still pretty well off. So they're not going to get stack wiped, but it's going to come pretty darn close. So I'm going to go ahead and leave, there we go, just enough troops behind to go and do that. Oh, that leaves us with a bad ratio. Hold on. Let me try this again. We'll leave a cavalry, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then select you and go over here. Might still end up a bad ratio quite early on in that battle, but that's okay. I'm going to start that siege, and this will likely be a stack wipe over here, and then we'll siege out that capital as well. Yeah, we're going to get them right before, there we go, they get a siege tick. So I'll just split you in half. Actually, you have siege bonus, so we're going to go that way instead. We'll get a little bit more attrition there, potentially, depending on exactly how the calendar works out when you're walking through it. But I do suspect that we'll probably get a little bit more attrition than we'd like, but that's okay. Now, we have court. No, we actually haven't finished coring everything. Is this stalled right now? No. So we will be at 0% overextension, which is good. Coalitions are not an issue, just because there's literally not enough people in our area for that to possibly be an issue. I mean, Congo might be willing to join a coalition after this, but, you know, who cares? Luba's my ally. Malum doesn't matter, and no one else is going to exist. And I'm assuming these guys are too far away to care. We can recall that. Finish the core. Things are being occupied. We can make some states, which I'll happily do. Barely changes their income for now, but it will change their income a little bit more substantially in a moment. And, oh yes, please go and make state cores on all these things. Thank you kindly. We'll do that. At some point, I will probably still do some culture conversions. Oh, we can culture convert Chokwe down here. Yes, which I will do, because these guys, I think, if I recall correctly, these are the only 2 Chokwe provinces there are. So these guys will never become accepted. Since our Diplotech doesn't really matter and is too expensive anyway, I'm very happy to spend the Diplo power doing this, which will increase the stability of these provinces and give us more taxes and manpower, basically for the rest of the game. I'm really happy doing that. I think it's a good move. Especially as a non-Western. As a Western, it's a little bit different because the tech cost is more reasonable. But here, we can go and spend that now before we Westernize. So we should get 100% siege on both these people. And again, I don't think there's any reason not to just full annex everyone. I'm starting to get tempted, now that we actually did go and get our military tech, to like, do we divert our focus back over here? I don't think so. I think it's still important to keep that military tech, especially if we want to go to war against the Congo. And our next heir, assuming Arumba survives here, does have 6 admin. He will be able to catch up pretty heartily over there. And in fact, at that point, we'll sort of run out of people to conquer, assuming we can, you know, take out the Congo, which probably will take multiple wars, may not even be within my particular ruler's lifetime. But at that point, we'll have run out of stuff to do over here. And the only thing to do will be like, well, we don't need military tech. We have no neighbors. So I guess we'll just go and power through admin and get some ideas at that point. And so that sounds pretty good. Okay, we've got you fully annexed, or fully sieged up. Yeah, we will fully annex you. Oh, you won't do it quite yet. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer. That's okay. Let me just move over there. I could go and save a couple of ticks of attrition over here by doing that. All right. Yeah, states demand control. And of course, the amount of percentage they'll have will drop as we take more territory over here, but that's okay. How do the clergy look right now? Yeah, they're still a little bit on the high side, although I bet you I could give them a piece of property without that being an issue. No, decline. I didn't even read it. I'm assuming they're not accepting full annexation as part of their particular peace offer. Oh, failed that tick. That's too bad. Oh, you would take the full consumption now. So we'll do that and take all your money. And yeah, the coalition don't matter. It's literally the 2 people I'm currently at war with who aren't going to exist for very long. So we'll take your money, which will give us more inflation. But we got an inflation reduction guy, and the money's still a pretty good idea. And we will eat you up. Yep. Sounds good. I'll take 105 points to core. Boom. And actually, it'll take more points than that to turn them into state cores later on, but the territory cores are the more important and time-consuming and whatnot, and to remove overextension. So, idle diplomats. Let's start building some finance cores in the Congo. And again, let's, I don't know, randomly make friends with Kilwa and perhaps Malindi as well. I mean, we'll need someone, hold on. Yeah, I'll hold off because I will need someone who can actually, you know, negotiate the peace over here. Cuba, you're not capped anymore, but not that far away. We'll probably want to go and improve it, though. They're not going to mind my aggressive expansion as much, but it's still not going to be great. And yeah, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just eat you as is, take all your money, and send them in. Whoop. And we completed the mission to remove them from the map, giving us some good bonuses. Well, again, legitimacy is not something I really have that much control over. I'll take the manpower must recover, because honestly, who else am I going to declare war against right now? If I'm going to go to war with the Congo, I will actually want some manpower, and we are literally at 0 right now, so that's a little less than great. I'm going to start that core. How is our faction Busaga, which is over here? And I said, well, never uprise. It's still 4.2 years away. We've got the overextension again. I think it will be fine. So what I think I'm going to do is move... You're perfectly stable, right? I will move into Run, which has a relatively decent supply limit as well. And I'm going to go and lower my maintenance. And save some bucks. Honest Merchants of Buha. 10% more global trade power. Sweet. And actually, our trade income should go up because we have a little bit more. We were at 4% last time I checked, I think. Now we're at 3%. And what's our income? 1.9. So I think when I moved the merchants here, we went from 1.56 to 1.7. Now we're at 1.9 because we have a higher percent. It's interesting, though. Like the Congo, I guess this province here, the Inland Center Trade, they have a surprising amount of trade power there. And of course, they don't have any autonomy going on. Alliance offer from Kisenje, which is down here. And yes, I like that very much. We'll have a tiny micro power block against the Congo. Yes, I'm a big fan of this. We can't really reach them right now anyway. I mean, we probably could, but I think this puts us in an overall better position. And I will offer them a royal marriage as well. Which again, drops my legitimacy a little while, but it will go and improve it a little bit better over time. And again, just improves our relations overall. Good, good, good. I'll go and, for the sake of argument, just re-top off Cuba over here. Merge you up, have you sit around, accrue the manpower, and try not to have our country break down from separatists. Okay. Awesome. We are turning a bit of a profit, which means I think we could definitely afford a level 1 dude. Do we need diplomatic reputation? I don't think so. Also, is there any chance you'd be interested in becoming a vassal? Distance between borders. Yeah, we'd need a province over here, but then you'd be willing to do it. How about you over here? Economic strength is too much. I think I'm going to take the trade efficiency. I don't think it makes a huge difference for us, but it'll sort of pay for that dude. Also, he's a little cheaper because he's a bit older. So we'll do that, and then it'll be interesting to see. 198 was actually what we got last month. So this month we will get, I think it's predicting 2.13. Some of that might be because of the autonomy changing. Some of it might be the dude. So yeah, no, actually I'm pretty happy with that. We're just barely turning a profit right now. Our inflation is still going down. That's without any maintenance, but that's okay. Annex subjects. Did we have 2 in a row, or did one replace the other? No, so we have diplomatic reputation now. Look at this. No legitimacy still, but that's okay. Still want to go and combine that. But yeah, we're very close to taking the next military tech as well. And we should, I think, be able to get that before the Congo. And barring the manpower issue, we're definitely going to be in a place where we want to go after them. Do we, hold on, do we unlock any, no, we don't have barracks yet. When do you unlock barracks? Is that literally it? Yeah, okay, so next level gives us that. And that'll be something very important to build as quickly as possible. But it's possible that when we do get the next level, and it'll depend a little bit on the manpower situation, but it would not surprise me if we just declared war on on Congo as soon as we got military level 6 and we replaced our cavalry. Because that would be a pretty good timing attack. How's our trust factor over here? 8 isn't bad. 1 is there because you're new, but it should grow pretty quickly, actually, because we are pretty significant. And you will be 10, so I'm sure you'll be willing to join into the war against the Congo, especially since they are your rival. You're going to be quite excited about doing that. Okay. I like our position here. Is there anything I need to worry about right now? No, I think I'm okay. I'm happy we're making money. I was okay with not having gone with an advisor for a while, but this is going to be fine. I don't think I want a level 2. They just seem like too expensive, and I like having the money. Money helps you win wars, and we will actually want to be able to dump quite a few of these barracks. It'd also be nice to dump some temples for some long-term investment. Although, honestly, I don't know how strong or rather rich any of our provinces are, right? 12 is our highest total development, and so the actual value we'll get out of some of these buildings might be a little bit more questionable. Yeah, we can recall that. That's fine. And we sort of topped a bunch of relationships over here, so I'm not super worried. Build a spy network there, and we'll, yeah, fabricate claims on as many things as we can possibly afford. Interesting. We ate the country of Yaka, but this is the actual province of Yaka over here. And we could do funny tricks with vassals and things, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just swallow up the territory right away. I'm perfectly happy with that. Coring that. A little bit of positive national unrest, but this hasn't moved in a while. All right, let's go. Speed 5 might be a little crazy. Political crisis. Loses stability. I really don't want to keep losing stability. Lose more legitimacy. Huh. That's interesting. So by having low legitimacy, I do have, you know, basically more national unrest, but that's partially countered by the stability, which also gives me money. So if I lost the stability, I would lose 1 point of negative national unrest. Whereas now, I assume legitimacy only goes to 0. Right? Reputation isn't everything. I don't think I've ever had a 0 legitimacy ever before. But I mean, it's growing by, you know, 0.68 per year. It'll bounce back. It's fine. Okay, we need 25 because we have already one claim. Because it's 20 is the base cost and plus 25% for every claim you already have. So we've got one of Sanjay over here, so we'll just do that. And it'll also be on different timing, which is good. They won't all expire at the same time, which keeps a lot of options open. We're going to spend admin on making some state cores in a moment. Congo, yeah, all right. Wow, that was... Hang on, we can fabricate a claim still. Do we want adjacency or value? Looks like Yaka. Oh! And just like that, we dropped slightly too low. Boo! Oh well. That's okay. Hardly the end of the world. We still have our claim. So this we got from an event. It lasts for, yeah, a long time. We're totally good. Yeah, I don't think there's much to do with our diplomats. And when we go to war with Congo, the big interesting question will be, what will be our goal at that point? If we just take, what's the minimum number of provinces we need to hit the shore? It looks like 4 no matter what. If we take Kasanje and Ndongo, that puts us next to Luanda, which may... Yeah, no Europeans can be down this far south yet. And I don't know if our tech differential will be enough to start a really early westernizing anyway. It still might be worth taking this territory because we might actually be able to convince Kasanje over here to become our vassal if we do that, which would be nice. Yeah, it'd be relatively cheap to do. It would save us another war declaration. There we go. Core province done. Start rebuilding spy network over here. Oh, I should totally send you an insult now. Oh, I already insulted them. Damn. But I can probably embargo you since we don't have a truce anymore. Let's do that. Just keep ourselves above 25% power projection. At least that's a thing. Power projection does help your legitimacy as well. Still at 0. Cores, excellent. And we can state things, which I will absolutely do. Boom. And we can do that and that. Gorgeous. Manpower is at 25% of cap. Not great, but let's take a look at Congo stats over here. Ooh, hello! Arquebus Tech. Boom. Hold on. Let me come back over here. So, oh, that's a tactics level as well. Military tactics. Combat width, yeah. More infantry, fire, and shock. That's quite a bit, actually. This is a massive level. I mean, tactics by itself is huge. And then we get 2 types of cavalry options. So, what do we have right now? We have the Mandeleku. which is, there we go, 4 points in total. So we're going from that to one that's 6 points in total regardless. Oh, and these are basically equivalent. Slightly more offensive morale, slightly more defensive morale. I'll take the offensive one. It might make it slightly easier for us to stack wipe something. And probably we don't have to worry about being stack wiped ourselves. I mean, if we're starting in trouble, almost certainly not. Also, this territory here is almost entirely flat. There's some jungle, but a lot of it is quite flat, which means we're going to be in a good position to attack. So, oh, what was I going to check? I was going to check the Congo. Let me see here. Armies. Wow, we know very little. So, we have a total of 16,000 troops right now. The Congo has a total of 9,000. They do have manpower, so they can go a little bit longer. They're nowhere close to their force limit. Presumably, they will build a lot of that up. We have a lot of money going around. We can get some mercs. Actually, our force limit's quite a bit higher than wow, it's grown quite a bit. So, the question is, do we go right now? We are going to get some revolts. Mostly the Akan Separatists relatively soon, but I kind of like the idea of jumping on these guys. They have no allies. We've got them outnumbered, especially if I go and, say, build 1, 2, say 3 mercenary groups. And actually, I move forward into Kubana. And what would be our war goal? Kasanje currently. And yeah, I'm definitely interested in that, but I may also want to just beeline to their capital sooner rather than later. And going over here would give us that quite quickly. It also gives us the increased chance of finding them very fast. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's do it. We'll lose some money, but we've got it in the bank. I mean, we'll lose a little bit more. And, oh, I'm not going to build it right now because I'm going to save the money for the actual war. Yeah, we got some decent options for where to build this stuff. Cool. And how are my estates right now? That's a little bit unfortunate. I think I could probably give you that province back. All right, if I give you clergy, brings you to 78%. Oh, but not actually enough land. Because we did expand. Well, I'll do this for now. I think the amount that you lose loyalty is based on the amount. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, actually. It might always be a quarter point, so that may have not helped. Well, that's okay. I'll get back to you. I will give you some more territory, but you've got to bleed off this this stuff. And the merchant guilds, meanwhile, bringing them down to 40% loyalty doesn't matter. It's not much money, though. I like leaving a safety buffer with these guys. Nobility's interesting, though. There's a lot of room for stuff. Our general's actually okay. You know what? I think it's time to do the military support. Oh, I misinterpreted that. Yeah. I was thinking they were going to gain 20 influence. That's what I get for not reading. But if I do the diet, it'll bring up their loyalty again, and then give them the influence. Yeah, all right, so we'll do that. Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm satisfied. Group up over here. We'll let our manpower fill up, and then war against Congo. You know, what was it, like 3 episodes ago? Yeah, I think this is the 3rd episode since I took over from Arumba, and at that point, Congo was our ally to use as a big stick, which we never used. It was nice to actually having them as a potential safety buffer, but now, the stick is on the other shoe. Wait. I don't think there's going to be a particular timing for this war. We're not going to encounter any... Oh, okay, morale's a little lower than expected. So, because we're going to need 2 ticks to do it. But I don't have to be at full morale to declare because we're not going to get in a war that early. Actually, 2 ticks might not even 100% fill us up. And I would like to rush the actual, like, you know, fighting stage of this game. Sinja... Oh, we don't have Yaka yet as a thing. No, I'll grab this because I'll be doing a bit of a contiguous thing, regardless, if I can. Doesn't really matter. We'll claim everything that we can over time. Okay, so the tick that we'll get on August 1st may not literally fill us up completely. But the more time I wait, the more time Congo might build some dudes as well. That's a possibility. I'll wait. Yeah, somewhere around here. I think we're going to be fine. Let's do this declaration. I don't want them getting any allies. Kuba will jump in, of course, because they hate these guys, which is great. Out of curiosity, how much... Yeah, no, they're miles away from joining us. So, no, this feels good. I don't want the world status to change in any sort of weird or awkward way. I'm going to declare this as our war goal down here. I don't really think I care what Cuba might end up going and claiming. I guess what I'll do is I will specify and that. And that. This is the province with the inland center trade that would be quite nice to grab. I'm going to specify that just in case it influences any other behavior. Declare this as a war goal. That's going to be fine. Bring in Cuba. And we're going to put a cut in here. Hey, thanks for watching another episode, folks. And I will see you guys next time. Cliffhanger.